Bro, absolute Batman is just back-to-back bangers, man. If you haven't already watched my previous videos covering the story, you definitely should. But just for a quick recap, one of Bruce's best friends, Waylon Jones, was kidnapped by this universe's Joker, who sent him to ArkM, which instead of it being a mental asylum, here it's a giant supermax prison and secret laboratory where they experiment on the people held captive there. Absolute Batman, the crime fighter who canonically chops people's hands off, beats people with bowling balls, and burns people's toes away with acid, is a certified demon who decides to pull up to ArkM to rescue Waylon and proceeds to get the dog shit beaten out of him by Bane. This might be in my personal top 10 worst ass whippings I've ever seen in a comic book. Bane is literally blowing the fuck out of Bruce, man. Like a big ass giant using pressure points to disable your limbs. Is that not crazy? And then turns into this monstrosity when he starts using the venom. Hell no! Bruce got humbled badly, so badly, he's been held captive in ArkM for 3 full months, from June through August. Like, imagine losing a fight so badly, you win an all-expense paid summer vacation to an evil-ass torture laboratory. Like, it's insane just how badly this place is. It's pure nightmare fuel. This place makes mainline ArkM Asylum look like Super Weenie Hut Jr. Like, when Bruce attempts to escape the first time, he steps on this sludge of some sort that starts sprouting hands and screaming that it hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, this horrifying amalgamation of flesh and sludge is this universe's Clayface. Scott Snyder, what is going on in your brain, my guy, to turn an already scary concept like Clayface and just turn the dial up to 11? Like, on top of seeing this crazy shit every time he tries to escape, Bane shows up to whoop his ass just to add insult to injury. But Bruce ain't going out like a bitch, man. This unhinged creature pretended like he gave up and stopped eating in his cell, so much so that they had to hook a feeding tube directly to his stomach. When the ArkM scientists finally lower their guard, this man, Bruce Wayne, proceeds to rip his own teeth out and use the molars as jagged spiked knuckles, and modifies the feeding tube connected to his stomach to splash the scientists with his own gastric acid. Like, dog, like, this nigga is fucking crazy. No sane person is moving like this. He goes and makes another escape attempt, but this time, instead of running into the sick and twisted version of Clayface, things somehow get even worse because he runs into the Isley ecosystem. Isley, as in Pamela Isley, aka Poison Ivy. Scott Snyder, you and I need to talk because you had the audacity to turn the concept of Poison Ivy, this sexy woman who can control plants, into The Walking Dead. Like, my god, man, not only are the trees in this place people who were experimented upon, but they start spitting out this flesh plant's roots that envelop Bruce's body, and then this nigga Bane pulls up again to beat on Bruce and tells this man he was so close at escaping and tells him to please keep trying. Like, this nigga sounds exactly like Conquest from the Invincible comic book, like talking about please resist. And between the failed escape attempts, constantly getting his ass beat by Bane, and being experimented on by these psychotic scientists, Bruce nearly reaches his breaking point, but nah, he can't go out like that. The raw spirit of being a Batman compels this nigga to lock in. He makes his way out just for Bane to once again be there to whoop his ass. Bane sends him flying into a containment unit, and oh, ladies and gentlemen, my heart aches because in that containment unit was absolute Killer Croc, aka Waylon, and this is genuinely sad. All Waylon did this entire time was look after his friends and run his MMA gym, and in return they turned him into an SCP creature. Look how far back his teeth go, all the way down to his chest. Fuck no, I'm deleting my save file right then and there. I'd gladly do that than be bitten in half by this thing. And just when you think Waylon has become a mindless creature and is about to kill Bruce, Waylon remembers the entire history he shares with Bruce, how much Bruce was such an amazing friend to him and supported him. I didn't think it was possible for the power of friendship trope to be so badass, because in turn it gave us one of the hardest Batman pictures to ever come out in the history of his character. Bro is riding on Croc like a motorcycle, and you have no choice but to respect how tough this shot looks. Like, after months of being held captive, they finally escape, but oh my lord, man, this man Bane is on cloud 9. He's ecstatic because now he finally gets to break Batman. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, you mean to tell me you've been playing on easy mode this whole time? This was easy mode. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally gotten absolute Bane's origin story, solidifying my thoughts once again that this whole universe is cooked. Bane was born and raised on the island of Santa Prisca, which has seen nothing but war for decades. Bane fought alongside his father as a child soldier, trying to liberate their home from people who tried to take all their island's rich resources from the natives, which is already insane. Like, bro, didn't even get a chance to breathe. Popped straight out of the womb and they gave him an AK. No one in this world is safe. And while Bane's dad dreams of a beautiful and liberated country and tries to get Bane to see the same vision, Bane can only lie to his father's face because after seeing so much blood and death for all of his life, he can't even imagine peace. Bane, his father, and the rest of the freedom fighters eventually fail in their mission to save Santa Prisca and are sent to a horrible prison where they have to eat rats to survive and learn how to sleep while not being drowned from the seawater that fills their cells each night. But eventually Bane finishes growing up and rallies the forces inside the prison one more time and they bust out. But when they finally make it back to their home, Bane is met by absolute Joker and dude is just radiating bad aura. We don't know exactly what the deal was, but we can pretty much infer that Joker told him that if he became his assassin, he'll make Bane stronger and give him whatever he wants. The conversation ends and Bane's father is so proud of him, thinking that he turned the Joker away just for Bane to give his father a lethal bear hug and snapping his father's neck and spine. And as sad as this is, what did you expect from a child soldier since birth who has been killing people before he even hit puberty? Bane becomes Joker's personal war dog and goes around the planet committing several acts of terror, leaving nothing but bodies in his wake. And it turns out the venom procedure they've done to Bane is this universe's super soldier serum, and apparently they've done it already to the KG Beast and Deathstroke, aka more problems to worry about later. But the thing is, their procedures augmented them, but it wasn't a complete success like Bane, which is why Bane is so obsessed with Batman, because he believes that Bruce will be able to undergo the same level of transformation like him. It's why he was encouraging him every time he beat his ass, because Bane sees himself in Bruce's mission of protecting Gotham, just like how he dedicated his life to protecting Santa Prisca growing up. Bane sees Bruce as a worthy heir and successor to continue his path of conflict. Bane wants Bruce to become Gotham's protector like he became Santa Prisca's. He wants Batman to be molded in his own image. Bane pulls up to Gotham and Alfred is in an immediate panic because he knows how deadly Bane really is. All he can imagine is Bruce getting beat down by Bane and dragged back to Arkham, where he finally becomes another twisted version of Bane. But like I said before, Bane has been playing on easy mode this whole time. He never made things personal yet until now. He could have easily hunted Bruce down and do exactly what Alfred fears, but Bane is determined to break Bruce's spirit first, which is why instead of pulling up on Bruce, Bane pulls up on his friends Ozzy, Harvey, and Eddie. We don't know what he's gonna do. He might kill them, he might torture them, he might turn them into this universe's twisted versions of Penguin, Two-Face, and the Riddler. We don't know. We gotta wait a whole month to find out what happens next, but whatever it is, it can't be good, and Bruce might crash out even more than before. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned. Check out the other videos I have on the channel, and if you enjoyed this one, subscribe for more like it in the future. I hope you all have a great day, and please stay safe. Peace.